Welcome to this audio guide about the Alhambra, one of the best examples of Islamic art in the world, and a palace that seems straight out of a tale from the 1001 Nights. You are in Granada, Spain, contemplating a palatial fortress that combines military architecture, royal palaces, and paradisiacal gardens in perfect harmony. The Alhambra, meaning the red one in Arabic, probably due to the color of its walls at sunset, was built mainly during the 13th and 14th centuries by the Nasrid sultans, the last Muslim rulers of the Iberian Peninsula. This complex of palaces, fortresses, and gardens is a testament to the cultural and artistic sophistication of Al-Andalus. The Alhambra is built on the Sabika hill, a strategic position that dominates the entire city of Granada. This location was not accidental. Besides providing natural defense, the hill offers spectacular views of the Sierra Nevada mountains and the Darro River valley. The Nasrid sultans chose this place to create their earthly paradise. The Alhambra complex is divided into several main zones: the Alcazaba, the military fortress, the Nasrid palaces, the heart of the complex, the Palace of Charles V, a Renaissance edition, and the Generalife, the summer gardens. Each zone has its own function and unique beauty. The Nasrid palaces are the heart of the Alhambra and contain some of the most exquisite decorations in Islamic art. The Palace of Comares, built by Yusuf I in the 14th century, is especially notable. Its Hall of the Ambassadors, also known as the Throne Room, is the largest room in the Alhambra, with a height of 18 meters and decoration covering every centimeter of the walls. One of the most fascinating characteristics of the Alhambra are the poems written directly on the walls. These poems, written in Arabic with Kufic and Naskh calligraphy, are not simple decorations, but profound messages about life, power, beauty, and spirituality. Some poems praise the Sultan, others reflect on the ephemeral nature of power, and others simply celebrate the beauty of the palace itself. The Court of the Lions is perhaps the most famous space in the Alhambra. This rectangular courtyard is surrounded by a gallery of 124 white marble columns, each different, creating a forest of columns that seems to float. In the center, 12 marble lions support a fountain, each lion sculpted with unique details. The lion fountain has profound symbolic meaning. The 12 lions represent the 12 tribes of Israel, but also the 12 signs of the zodiac and the 12 months of the year. The water flowing from the fountain represents life and purity, essential elements in Islamic culture. The fountain's design is so precise that water flows evenly from each lion. The Hall of the Abencerrages, named after a noble family that was massacred here according to legend, has a muqarnas dome that is a masterpiece of Islamic geometry. Muqarnas are decorative elements that look like stalactites, creating a hypnotic visual effect. The dome is designed to create the illusion of being under a starry sky. The Lindaraja Mirador offers one of the most beautiful views of the Alhambra. From here, the sultans contemplated the gardens and the city of Granada. The name Lindaraja means eyes of the sultana in Arabic, suggesting this was a special place for the women of the harem. The windows are designed to frame the view as if it were a painting. The decoration of the Alhambra follows the Islamic principle of avoiding representations of living beings, focusing on geometric patterns, calligraphy, and stylized vegetal motifs. These patterns, known as arabesques, create a sense of infinity, suggesting eternity and the unity of God. The patterns repeat, but are never exactly the same, creating a tension between order and variation. The use of water in the Alhambra is masterful. The channels, fountains, and pools are not just decorative, but create a cool and pleasant microclimate, essential in Granada's warm climate. The sound of running water is constant, creating an atmosphere of tranquility and peace. The water also reflects the architecture, doubling the palace's beauty. The Generalife, meaning architect's garden in Arabic, was the summer residence of the sultans. These gardens are designed as an earthly paradise, with terraces, fountains, and a variety of plants that bloom at different times of the year. The patio of the Acequia, with its long pool flanked by fountains, is one of the most photographed spaces in the Alhambra. The Alhambra's construction technique is remarkable. The artisans used techniques that had been perfected over centuries in the Islamic world. Carved plaster, tilework, carved wood, and worked marble combined to create unprecedented visual richness. Every surface is decorated, but the decoration never overwhelms, always maintaining perfect balance. The Alhambra survived the Christian conquest of Granada in 1492. The Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, were so impressed by the palace's beauty that they decided to preserve it. However, they made some modifications, including the construction of the Palace of Charles V in the 16th century, which deliberately contrasts with the Islamic style. The Palace of Charles V is a perfect example of Italian Renaissance architecture in Spain. It was designed by Pedro Machuca, a disciple of Michelangelo, and is circular inside but square outside. This palace was never fully completed, but its design shows the transition from Islamic to Renaissance art in Spain. The Torre de la Vela, in the Alcazaba, offers the best panoramic views of Granada. From here you can see the entire city, the Albaicin, and the Sierra Nevada mountains. This tower also has a bell that is rung every year on January 2nd to commemorate the capture of Granada by the Catholic monarchs. The Alhambra has inspired numerous artists and writers. Washington Irving wrote his Tales of the Alhambra while living in the palace in 1829. His romantic stories helped popularize the Alhambra in the Western world. Composer Claude Debussy visited the Alhambra and was inspired by its music for some of his compositions. Preserving the Alhambra is a constant challenge. The decorative plaster is fragile and requires constant restoration. The Spanish government has implemented strict measures to limit the number of visitors and protect the decorated surfaces. Some areas are periodically closed for restoration works. The calligraphy in the Alhambra is an art form in itself. The texts are written in different styles of Arabic script, each chosen for its beauty and legibility. Some texts are verses from the Quran, others are original poems, and others are simply decorative phrases. The calligraphy integrates perfectly with the geometric patterns, creating decoration that is both visual and literary. The concept of horror vacuum, or fear of empty space, is evident throughout the Alhambra. Every surface is decorated, but the decoration is so well designed that it never feels overwhelming. The patterns interweave in ways that guide the eye without tiring it, creating a rich but harmonious visual experience. The Alhambra was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1984, recognizing its exceptional universal value. This recognition has helped protect the complex and ensure its preservation for future generations. When you contemplate the Alhambra, you are seeing not just a palace, but a philosophy of life expressed in stone, plaster, and water. It is a place where beauty, spirituality, and power intertwine in a unique way. The Alhambra is a testament to a civilization that reached extraordinary heights in art, science, and culture. Thank you for listening to this audio guide about the Alhambra. We hope you have discovered the hidden messages in the walls, and that this experience has enriched your visit. The Alhambra is more than a palace. It is an architectural poem that continues to inspire and amaze millions of visitors each year. Enjoy the rest of your visit to this magical place.